on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits any major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and it does provide fines for this conduct. The rules do permit vendor bids, and the words we'll use during the auction to indicate we're making a bid on behalf of the vendor will very simply be vendor bid. And of course, by law, only I as the auctioneer today have the right to place that bid on behalf of the vendor. Now, attached to the contract of sale is the section 32. We have had this on display for the last half an hour, and I know it has been sent out to quite a few of you over the past few weeks. And for anybody who's taken the time to read through it, you'll see it does confirm that Ray White, as the vendor's estate agent here today, is selling what is formally described as Lot 1 on title plan 389905Q. Of course, more commonly known to yourself and I as number 17 Kirkham Road here in Murrumbeena. Now, in a moment's time, when we do call for your bidding, we'll be asking for a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price. The balance is payable in preferential terms for our vendor 90 to 120 days time from today. Third and final call, when the contract hits my hand, like so, the property will be sold. And it's at that point, buyers, that no late bids can or will be accepted. So it's absolutely essential, if you have come here with the intention of trying to make this home your own, that you do hold the highest bid at the end of today's auction. So it's very simple, ladies and gentlemen. That's all that there is to it. That's the formalities more or less out of the way. Now, if we were to talk just for one moment about what is happening in the market at the moment. Ray White is a group, and I know if this is the case with our group, it's probably the same with all of our competitors as well. But Ray White is a group in every single state of Australia, except Western Australia, has just had a personal best month on record in terms of sales made. That doesn't factor in that it's just slightly better than it was during COVID. That is a personal best month in the history of the company. Now, why am I saying this? It's because we can no longer tell ourselves that maybe the market's going to crash. We can no longer tell ourselves that maybe prices are going to go backwards. If we've learned anything in 2020, it's that we've got a group of politicians which are incredibly committed to keeping our real estate market going. You can see that all they're doing at the moment is throwing stimulus into the real estate market. They're giving us things like JobKeeper, mortgage deferrals, and things that are going to keep people in their homes. They're giving us stamp duty concessions. They're making it easier for first home buyers. All of this to no need for you to sit there and worry about what might happen next year. That boat has sailed. The opportunity to buy cheaper was probably March or April. Now the opportunity to buy cheap is today, because from here I can't see it dropping with the amount of energy the market has had in the last month or two since opening back up. So folks, let's talk a moment about the house. I know, and I said this to my vendors the day I came here, this is arguably one of the best looking facades, not just in the street but in Murrumbeena. As you walk here with these beautifully manicured gardens, the exposed aggregate driveways, normally scream development, but in this case is not the case, just as inviting as you come off the street. And then as you see the clinker brick facade, not a very common type of facade for this area, underpinned with those plantation shutters there, it is absolutely a beautiful looking home. As you walk through there, although it's some 90 years old, as my vendor keeps reminding me, there is nothing wrong with the property in terms of its livability. You can move in this and enjoy it for 5 or 10 years today without doing anything. My vendor frequently tells me that on a hot day, the air conditioning will freeze you. It's still that effective. And this is what you need. The winning formula in any property is buy something that needs no work for 5 years, and then you've got the future at your beckoning. It really is a remarkable house on a beautiful sized block of land. Location wise, one of my favourite streets in the suburb. It's underdeveloped, it's quiet, it's peaceful. It's close enough to the station to be convenient, but far enough away to not be hustle and bustle. When you look around, some of the best prices in the area, quite often they're achieved in this very popular area. Failing that, you go north of the train line and pay $2.4 million for a block of land with a mediocre house on it. The value is in Kirkham Road, Murrumbeena, ladies and gentlemen. Moments away from Chadstone Shopping Centre, 2 different stations to choose from. Schools, parklands, cafes, everything you could want. The Monash Freeway, the beach. You are centrally located. In fact, an over-the-fence conversation with one of the neighbours recently resulted in the comment, "Why are you leaving Murrumbeena? We've got everything we could want and more right here." And that's the reason why prices continue to grow in this area, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not going to ramble on too long. We appreciate you all coming out here today. We are going to put it across to you now. I'm calling for a fair, reasonable start. 17 Kirkham Road buyers. I'm in your hands. Who wants to bid us underway here today? 1.4, a nice strong start. We're away. Welcome to the bidding, all the very best. At 1.4 million to bid now. We'll call for a rise of $20 million. I'm fairly bid and offered. 4.2 if you'd like to go, buyers. At $1,400,000 a bid, can I call for a 20? $1,400,000 a bid now. Call it down 3 times for you, buyers. First call now at $1,400,000. Second call, 1.4. For the third and final call, at 1.4 million the bid. Surely not, buyers. You can't make it that easy for him. Jerry and I just sold a house on a smaller block on a main road in Grange Road for 1.421. At 1,400,000, the value is here. Make no doubt about it. 1,400,000 in your hands for if you'd like to go, buyers. At 1. And 10. I will take your 10, sir, to keep things moving. 4 and 10, 20. Same opportunity. 20, 30, 30 I've got. 50 I've got. 75 I've got. We are selling. 1.5. 10, 20, 1.5 and a quarter. 35. 50. 52. 55. Should let you guys fight it out between you. 1,555,000 on my left over here. Not referring the auction today, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the market and selling. 1,555,000 to bid. 155 now. Furious bidding from the get-go. 1,555,000 I've got. Call it down 3 times for you all, ladies and gentlemen. At 1.55 the bid. First call now at 1,555,000. Now's your time to speak, buyers. On the market and selling. Won't be referring the bid. Second call now. 1,555,000. For the third and final call. Can't be over that, sweet. I've been waiting since February to do a nice on-street auction. Come on, give me something to work with, buyers. 1,555,000. Bids on my left over here. Fairly bid and offered. Competition from the two of you. 1,555,000. Make an extension, a nice period home here. The home is worth 2.3, 2.4 all day on today's values. 1,555,000 to bid now. Last opportunity for you out of respect to the highest bidder. As I mentioned, not referring the bid today, on the market and selling at 1,555,000 on bid. First call now at 555. Getting me out here today, Mike? Thank you very much, sir. Second call now, 1,555,000. For the third and final call. Definitely out here. Happy to let it go, buyers. I know you've all expressed some interest here today. I am going to knock it down to the highest bidder at the end of this call. 1,555,000. If you're leaving your run to the last minute, now's the time to speak. Keys with the gentleman on my left. First, second, third and final call. All done, all silent, all finished. We are selling. So congratulations to the highest bidder, commiserations to the underbidder here today. If you'd all like to stick around for just one moment, we do have another off-market opportunity in the immediate vicinity that I'd love to have a chat with you about. Thank you very much.